is a feature that just automatically scales servers. I just say, under some certain circumstances, if I hit past a certain number of a certain CPU utilization, or a certain number of hits, or a certain number of any parameters, build another server, add it to my load balancer. So I could write something like that. That's not currently available in libcloud, partially because the way libcloud does things, you would only add it to libcloud if a couple providers provide that. So Amazon has that, Rackspace has it, because OpenStack will have it. You have to see what other providers have some type of auto-scale functionality, and then find a common base subset that we can, or base set of features that they all provide, build an API on that, and then add, at that point we add the Rackspace, right? So that's something you could do in the future. Hopefully it will be happening sooner than later, because like Pyrax is another Python API for Rackspace. I've done a little bit of work on Pyrax. It supports all the Rackspace features, so autoscale is already in there. And I previously, as he saw, I did a demo on autoscale stuff using that bike shed service, because Hacker News was going to take down my awesome service, so I had to put autoscale behind it, so it didn't blow up. Yeah, so autoscale would be one use of libcloud, should it support that. And the one thing I didn't cover here was object storage. So if your app is dealing with any files, throw in any of the various providers' object storage, whether it's cloud files, which is the Rackspace one, S3, Amazon, whatever else other ones do. It has the same simple abstractions seen here. I think put object, get object, stuff like that. There's not any fancy stuff you gotta do there.
I'm pretty ignorant on this, but how standardized are the machine images across providers? Could you, like, if you wanted the same image across your providers, could it be done easily?
To my knowledge, not at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's probably a safe bet that you could say, I want an Ubuntu, like I did, Ubuntu 13.10, but how that's configured, what's on there, what's available, what's anything about it. I would say
apps yours are even like.
I've grabbed images that run in Amazon data centers that have cups running, which is a printing daemon. Why cups would be set to be running as a default service in the cloud makes no sense to me whatsoever. Let's try like DOS a printer.
Got to print your cloud too.
Yeah.
That's how you rain, man.
Just somebody didn't reconfigure it.
So there's not.
Well, anybody can upload images like
Yeah, so you probably just upload your own
to Amazon. I just can't remember what Rackspace does.
That's not currently something that I'm aware of. People have talked about it. There are OpenStack projects, I believe. Glance image one. Yeah. So there's an OpenStack project called Glance, which is image stuff. So that eventually Rackspace could support the Glance APIs, and so you could throw your own images up there.
The Vagrant project has a sub-project called, I don't remember what, but the people that wrote Vagrant have a image builder. That will create, what's that?
Hacker.
Yeah, Packer will let you build images that will run as like a VirtualBox image, or on Amazon, or VMware, etc. So, and I think they have an OpenStack image out there as well.
And if you have something reasonably close across the providers, you could use something like Puppet, Ansible, Salt, whatever to.
If you trust your base box.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, is there something where I can compare hashes between images and know?
No.
These pipes are all different.
Yeah.
So can I say, give me machines that are below $30 a month?
Yes. So when you get back your list of images, which are those the operating system, the disk image that's going to go on there, price is part of that.
So you could give it like Ubuntu 13.4, I could give it a price.
Yeah, I could have said, I believe they're all per hour. I think that's what most of them output. And so there's just there's a little file, config file somewhere that says Rackspace 10, 24 boxes cost, I think, whatever,
3 cents though.
something like 2 cents an hour or something like that. But it's based on that file, so when prices change, it's not,
You have to update the Git repo?
yeah. So when Rackspace, the other day, when we did the new performance servers, there were a bunch of updates to those numbers. Amazon dropped prices, so those had to drop as well.
Do you update other people's prices, or like, do they update them frequently, or do they?
The maintainers of the project are their ears are pretty low to the ground, so they'll know when Amazon moves their stuff, because I don't care to update Amazon prices myself, so.
Yeah, I see more like
why.
small places too, like places that built their integration a while back and forgot they have the cloud integration.
It is possible that they could be out of date. Some of those smaller providers are good about, there's a couple guys, I can't remember the names, one of the providers, like 1 or 2 guys that just keep up to date on their stuff. I guess if they fall out of sync with that, their prices are liable to go under if no one hears about it. Something like Amazon and Rackspace and whatever.
Plus, I know.
On the same day.
Yeah, how much contributions to Apache List Cloud are from the community, and how much are from the actual provider itself? Or providers?
That's kind of hard to say. As of recently, there's been one Google guy providing a lot of the Google Compute Engine stuff. Myself and another guy, Alex Gainer, have done some LibCloud stuff. Here and there, we see people who are users that just say, hey, this broke. Like for me, I'm trying to make sure Rackspace has good coverage and Rackspace bugs are fixed. Obviously, people are saying, hey, I'm building the server with these parameters, something's broken, they want it to work. So we've had a bunch of contributions in that form. I'm not sure any stats on that though. It's a good enough mix of, it's not just provider people just pushing their stuff down. There are plenty of people that just want stuff to work that are helping out.
Being an Apache project, is there a contributors agreement if you are more about it, or is it just?
Not that I've signed, but maybe that I should have signed. I'm not sure.
Strike that.
Okay. Is there, so it looks like you're, representing Rackspace, other people are representing other companies. Is there like, for just like new people, is there like a grid of features that, people
Yes.
that maybe Apache has compiled, or maybe you guys, the creators, maintain on a perpetual basis annually, or even quarterly maybe, so that, it kind of gives us a sense for what's available today?
So the generation of the support, so we call it the supported provider matrix, I think.
Right.
Yeah, provider matrix. This is all generated.
Automatically, okay.
See it on there. Yeah, it's generated from what's provided in the code. So
Okay.
very. This is where you kind of get what's in.
Oh, yes, and, the yes and no?
So list nodes, create nodes, reboot nodes, destroy nodes, list images, list sizes, and deploy.
Oh,
Those are the core functionality of each of those. Most of them are yes. As you can see, some of them.
Pretty nice.
See, humor me, just do a control F on the NO. Like, I just want to see, like, how many yellows do I see? Okay, there you go. So it looks like deploy node is
Deploy
lagging
node
behind.
is a little shaky.
Libvirt is probably
Libvirt
lagging.
is got, most of them.
Okay.
And,
What typically qualifies under deploy node? Like what, just a config management like API?
Yeah, it's probably a hook to just SSH into it automatically and get something, right?
I think that's accurate. I've never used it myself, so I'm not too familiar with it. I could just go to the cloud.
So to answer the question I had before, apparently for bug fixes, patches, and issues, there's no need for a contributors agreement. But if you're going to actually implement a larger feature or something overarching, we'll tell you if you have to sign a contributor agreement for the merchant.
That makes sense. That's how the same thing with Python.
What-
Create a new node and start deploying.
For people that might be unsure, why would you need a contributors agreement, Ernest?
So that they can assign copyright. So basically, most contributors agreements are so that whenever I add a large feature, they can reassign copyright in my stead. So if I go disappear and they want to change it from Apache license X version to Apache license Y version, they don't have to ask anything in.
Oh, that's
Is that
rude.
correct? Primary.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, because I'm more familiar with that from Python, so if you just contribute little like doc fixes and small stuff, we typically don't ask you to sign anything. If you're gonna add like a new module or a new class with multiple methods in it, so anything, it's kind of hard to say what the threshold is for where you need it, but if it's something big enough to think about it, then we need you to sign it. And it's just assigning copyright. Anything else?
Thanks to Brian Curtin. He came all the way from Chicago to grace us with his presence, so we really do appreciate it. I don't know, we've been here for an hour or more. Yeah, just an hour. So normally Cluffy kind of goes relatively by the seat of its pants. Some weeks, like just last year, or month, we did lightning talks. It seemed to go over pretty well, but it was also a smaller group. So we can either call here or if somebody has something.
I did, yes. Let me turn this thing off here real quick.